While a federal election isn't expected soon, a proposal currently being considered might change how Toronto's being represented in Parliament. Under the plan, one of Scarborough's ridings would disappear altogether and several boundaries would change. And it's an idea that's sparking concern among residents.
Scarborough's kind of been on a high recently in the news with the Scarborough hospitals and gaining that funding. And there's really a momentum, a positivity that surrounds the community. So it's kind of like a hit to the gut a little bit.
Leanne Woodstock's business, professionally and personally, is Scarborough. She's one of many upset about how the community could be politically represented going forward.
Throughout the years, everyone knows kind of like Scarborough's kind of been like the stepchild of Toronto. So we don't typically get the representation that we deserve. So to lose that one seat, seems small, but it's detrimental.
The proposed changes are part of a 10-year review of boundaries based on new census data. The most controversial part of the plan would see northwestern Scarborough broken up, extending the North York ridings of Don Valley North and Don Valley East past the Scarborough boundary of Victoria Park over to Warden. The plan would also drop the number of Scarborough-based MPs down to 5 from 6.
We need to be 6 voices in Scarborough. Traditionally, we have been underserved. We have been not heard as much, and we need to be there.
Jean Yip represents the riding of Scarborough-Agincourt. The western chunk of it would fall to Don Valley North, which is mostly in North York.
We are the largest city, and we are always taking in more than our fair share of newcomers. And in Scarborough, we have one of the most diverse populations. In denying us a seat or representation, we are also denying representation of diverse voices.
The change prompted groups like the Scarborough Community Renewal Organization to start a petition in an effort to fight back.
All of a sudden, that just struck a nerve in Scarborough and in our many residents and organizations that didn't want to put up with this and were tired of being put down.
President Larry Watmore says the proposed plan could affect representations at all levels of government since provincial and municipal boundaries currently follow federal ones.
So Scarborough loses 3 times.
We asked for an interview with the spokesperson for Ontario's Redistribution Commission to talk about the process, but they declined, referring us to their website since public consultations are still underway. The plan will make its way through further studies and Parliament over the next year, and whatever boundaries are ultimately settled on could be in place by April 2024 at the earliest. With the October 29th deadline to provide feedback, this plea:
stand up for Scarborough. We're very proud of this place. There's a lot to be proud of in Scarborough. Yeah, we got our challenges too. What big city doesn't? But that's why representation is so important. So we have the voices on the ground.
We'll have more on this at citynews.ca. In Scarborough, Nick Westoll, City News.